boy DJ Wolf here. You know, I got thinking about something. Now, my old lady, we're both kind of outgoing, my old lady and I. She's a little bit more outgoing than I am. Let me kind of explain that a little bit. Now, she can, you know, get to making, you know, she has friends. She has way more friends than I do. I don't have 3 friends in the world now. I've talked about that. I don't want to. It's a little bit painful for me to talk about because 2 of my closest friends I lost over the years, and I haven't really been that tight with very many people, especially around the DMV. But we're supposed to be probably about another week or so. We're supposed to be going to hang out with some friends out at the beach, and I know the people. They all good people. For me personally, I'm very particular about who I fuck with and who I don't, and I make no bones about that. I really, really don't. I have a problem with that. That's just the kind of person I am, you know. Because people, 1 minute they cool with you, next minute they can get somebody they don't want anything to do with you. It's happened over the years. I've had people like that, people who I went to bat for and did me like that. And I found out, like I've always found out, now everybody you think is your friend is your kind. I mean, anybody your kind is your friend. You know, it goes both ways. And I tell you, I was the kind of guy, like if I was friends with you, we were friends for life. You had a friend for life, bro talk. But I don't think I've really hung around many people where I really bonded. There's a couple of church members I had bonded with kind of like that. I'm kind of tight with. I found that out when we were at when we was in Myrtle Beach. Beyond that, I'll leave it at that. It is, you know, in 2018, you kind of have to be that way. I'm not trying to be that way to be an asshole, and I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I don't trust everybody that you know. Not everybody that is my kind is my friend. I know that way too often, and then a lot of people aren't. They just aren't. That's all it's to. They just aren't. They're just not. And you know, I tried that friendship road. That friendship road, even for me, it doesn't work. It don't work. It's never worked. At least not in the last 25 years anyway. Definitely not in the last 15. And certainly not in the last 10. You know. So I don't really go out my way to try to make friends. Not because I don't want to be friendly with people. And not because I'm not trying to be friendly with people. It's because I don't trust people. I don't. Because you got people who will try to take advantage of your kindness for weakness. And they'll try to take advantage of your kindness because they know that you're that type of person. They figure they can just go an extra mile on you. I don't want to deal with that. I don't. And I went the extra mile for a few friends I had over the years that lived right here in the DMV side of Virginia. The Virginia side of the DMV, rather. And that did happen. So, of course, I don't hear from my longtime friend anymore. And we were very close. You know, both of our families. So, but that's a long story. I don't want to go into any details anymore about that. And that's the reason why I don't really try to bond with people like that anymore. Not that I'm not antisocial or anything like that. I just to a point, man. People try to take advantage of you, man. And you got to a point where people try to that point where I just don't want to be bothered. Now, I'm supposed to be hanging out with. I'm supposed to be hanging with my friends, a couple of friends at the beach. But really her friends. They ain't really mine. And I know them, acquaintances of one of them I used to work with. But I just don't, you just kind of feel uneasy at times, man. Because people keep a lot of shit going. Black folk in particular. And I don't mind hanging. But, I just know how people are. I know how black people are. I know how they get. I know the potential of how they get, too. And I said, I'm particular about that. I am very, very particular. And one of the things I can say, we are hurt people, but we are sensitively jealous people too. I'm telling you, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Never understood why. I know why. But it's just to me, it's stupid. It's downright stupid. Stupid. And I got to a point now, it says, you know what? I don't want that negativity around me no more. Outside of immediate family, I don't want to be bothered with you. I wouldn't give you an in-law like that. And you kind of are, to a point, immediate family, but that kind of immediate family, I won't deal with you acting like food like that, and you are one of them. But outside of that, nope. But on the other hand, I know how my folks were growing when I was growing up. For the most part, I've kind of gotten over it. There's certain things in life that'll make you humble yourself to a point where even though you weren't in the wrong, you'll just eat some humble pie on your own. They may not, but you'll eat it for them and just say, you know what? Hey, fuck it. You're where you're at today. I'm where I'm at today. I just be there for you and call it a day. I had a conversation with my dad the other day, and I know he usually gets a little bit of a grumble every now and then, and he started doing that, and I started grumbling back a little bit, and he just kind of backed off. And I said, you know what? And then I explained to him, I'm just trying to be there for you. And he kind of mellowed out of that. And could I go back and talk about stuff that reminded me of that? Yeah. Did I? No. I didn't. I'm finding out more and more, I already know, but I'm just saying, to me, life is too short for all the unnecessary bullshit. It really is. It's like, I thought about that, and you don't have time for unnecessary foolishness. Like I was just talking about a minute ago about food with, people who you think are your friends and really ain't. I ain't got time for that. I'd rather not be bothered. I'd rather not. There's things like I'm doing now with my music. Most of the music that you heard me play that I said that was my own, I did on my own. Is it a little long? No, it's lonely. It is lonely doing it. I hate doing it by myself, but I'm fine doing it by myself. I've been doing it like that for the last several years, and it's okay. I don't mind. I would have been nice to be able to have some accompaniment from a couple of friends of mine. My cousin used to do music, and two of my closer friends did music. All of them, they're all passed away. And it really kind of hurts me that those guys were around. If they were around today, I'd probably get a jam session going and to create some real music with those guys. And we were all old school. And, I learned to be accustomed to do a lot of things by myself anymore. I try to get my kid to do it, but as far as my son, and I'll say this, I'm not gonna go into too much detail about it. He got his own life, and I'm not gonna go into trying to get him to do something that he don't have time to do. He got his own life. He got his own things he got to deal with right now, and I don't need to involve him in trying to do something just to make the old man happy. He don't have to. And I said, you know what? I told him, I said, if you get, because he did ask me about wanting to do music, electronic, with digital music, and then he turned around and said he didn't have, he really didn't have the time. I said, okay, well, whenever you're ready, I'm right here for you. And I meant what I said, And I know he's gonna make time when he has time. Right now he has a life he's trying to build, career he's trying to build, and I told him I'm gonna step out your way, let you do your thing. And he's doing his thing, and I'm doing my thing right now. Now my nephew, on the other hand, actually is interested in doing some stuff, but he works odd times, and I gotta try to arrange a time to get with him or bring him over to my little basement studio and see if it's something we can do. I just haven't, because he's pretty good. He's pretty good at what he does as a rapper. I want to really collaborate on some things. I just haven't had the time. Then on top of that, I was taking some courses over music courses at Guitar Center, learning about different things. And I actually canceled it about almost 2 weeks ago. I had a second lesson I was supposed to go to. I never did show up for. I actually was out sick. I didn't feel like going. I was out of it. So I probably won't get back to that till maybe around the fall time frame. Hopefully they won't get away my lessons. But I just haven't been. I've been out of sync right now. I've been out of sync. So I could have scheduled something for the day, but then I got caught up doing something else. So it's always something. Always something. I just shake my head. Really? I thought about something else too, man. Sometimes, man, and this is my personal thing. I don't talk about it much, but I gotta get it off my chest, man. You feel like when everybody needs a job. Everybody needs to work. Everybody needs to be gainfully employed, earn a living. But sometimes you won't be able to earn a living doing something that you really are really into and then you really like. It's hard to do that. It's hard to do that. Because I thought about that, and I thought about that, and I thought about that. I told my old ass, if I ever hit the lottery, that's what I'm going to be doing. I just wish I had more time to do it when I need to do it, and I don't have the time that I want to do it. To make a long story short, that's always been the case. What are these fools doing? But if I had more time, I'd be doing it. My music endeavors, it would be next level. Trust me, right now, it would be next level. I just kind of fell off. I've only been doing what I'm doing with my unit for the last, in fact, I ain't took it out the bag. I ain't did nothing on it since I went to Myrtle Beach. And that was like, almost the end of July. It's been a while. Wow, it's been almost a month. I gotta jump back on it. But I'm just giving some thoughts about the things that I want to do versus the things that I'm kind of, be honest, tired of doing. Working for other people, man. I'm telling you, if young people today, start your own business, but be serious about it. Don't use it just for a hustle. I think early on, do it, as maybe small hustle, and then build as a clientele. And I'm talking about legitimate businesses. Because man, this traffic is bad today. I kind of feel like all we ever do all our lives is work for other people. That's the majority of black people. We work for everybody else, but we don't build from everybody else. Another, we don't, there's nothing. We don't have any building blocks. I mean, as far as for ourselves, we build blocks for everybody else. You know. That's the thing I'm talking about. It's just, I don't know, man. It's just, it makes me sick sometimes. I'm just out here and busting my heart, doing something else that I feel sometimes don't benefit me. Benefits other people, doesn't benefit me. My music endeavors would benefit me. And yet, I don't have time to do it. Hopefully I'll make some time today to do it. I was hoping I'd make some time earlier to do it, but unfortunately I got caught up doing something else. That's just how it is sometimes in life, man. Sometimes you gotta work to get where you need to be, to maintain what you need to maintain. You know, that's just how it be sometimes. Literally. So, all right, guys. That's all I got.